Good morning. How are you? I'm happy you're here with me. So let's get onto the mat. We're going to do some hip work and some hand work. So let's do it. But before we do, would you please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can know when I'm uploading? And it would really help me out a lot, the algorithm. So thank you very much. And let's come to the mat and come to your belly. Let's spread out, get anchored, and just relax for a second. Let everything go. Let everything melt away. And then find those legs. Get some energy into those legs. Put the toenails into the floor. And then think about your heels for a second. Feel your heels and push the heels back. Now imagine somebody standing on your calves. And let your thighs lift away from the floor. Not too much. You just want the energy of that. And then pull your belly away from the floor. And as you're doing that, really press your hands down. And see if you can pull your belly in so much that it doesn't even touch the floor, but you haven't moved any. Now just lift up on the inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, pull those arms back, lift the chest, and reach. So you're gonna pull back again, and reach. One more time, pulling back, and reach. Last time, and reach. Now you're going to pull the right arm back. Let's cross the left elbow and stack the hands together. And just look up. Good. Now take your arms and extend and pull your left arm back. Drop the elbow and stack those hands. Pull your belly in. Good. And then take your arms forward. Take your elbows to about mid-rib cage, curl those toes, and pull into a plank. You're going to pull your torso forward. Good. And then drop your knees, pull back to Anahata. So you're going to come back and forth. Exhale as you come forward. Inhale as you pull back. Exhale as you go forward and back. Forward and back. One more time, forward and back. Now from here, you're going to sit. You're going to take the arms up on the inhale. You're going to bring your hands to your chest. And you're going to lift that knee and sink down. Lift up, drop the left knee. Take it to the right. Lift up, sink down. Lift up, back to center, sink, lift up, to the right, sink, and lift up. Pause here, take your left hand to your left heel, reach that right arm over as far as you can. If you can take your chest to the sky, go for it. If not, just go to where you can. Right hand to right heel. Lift up. One more time each side. And left, and right, and left and right. Back to center, then interlace your fingers behind you. Pull those arms back. You're going to take the forehead to the floor, then let the arms drape. Come back up. Inhale. Now, you're going to take your fingers towards your knees and then just be here for a second. Exhale into a cat. Inhale. Exhale. Can't talk. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, pause. Now, you're going to bend the elbows back and dive the chest forward and lift. Forward and lift. Forward and lift. lift. One more time. Forward and lift. Then you'll come up on the inhale, cross your right arm over your left arm, bow down as you exhale. Lift up on the inhale, left arm over right. Release, and take your forearms to parallel. You're going to curl those toes, pull the hips up and back, and then go right back down to the ground. Slide your hands forward. Sorry about Ginger walking through the camera. Rock it forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Next time, go forward, hold it here, and then we'll turn to the right on the inhale. Exhale, center. Turn to the left. Exhale, center. Right. And left. Now back to center, pause. Drop your knees. Pull back to Anahata. Slide back. Let the tops of the feet go to the floor. Bring your hands to your heart. Lift the left knee. Sink down. Lift up. Right. Sink down. Lift up. Sink down. Lift up. One more time. Sink down. Lift up. Pause. When you get to the center, take your left heel with your left hand. Sweep it. Other side. One more time. Good. Back to center. You'll interlace those fingers again. Pull the hips back. You're going to dive forward. Let the arms drape over as far as they can, and then have a seat again. You're going to rise up on the inhale. Exhale those fingertips towards the knees, and you'll just dive forward. When you dive forward, pull the belly in. So the lowest part of the belly, you want to take the curve into the middle of your back rather than this upper back. So continue to pull the belly up and in, and then stay here or lift the chest and dive down. Lift the chest and dive down. Keep the belly in. Dive down one more time, lifting and lowering. From here, if you feel good, you'll curl the toes and pull the hips up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Now come up on the inhale. Peel those arms up. Right arm over left arm. Bow down. Release. Left arm. Exhale. And inhale, release. Take your forearms to parallel. Pull those hips up and back. And then drop. Lift your elbows up and pull back as you exhale. Hold here in down dog. Really pull those hips back. Bring the belly up and in. Good. Now lift off of the heels, bend your knees, and walk or jump between your hands. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, fold. Rise up on the inhale. Good. Make a right turn as you exhale. Pick that right knee up on the inhale. You're going to take that ankle over the knee and sink here. pull that knee up. You're going to exhale to lunge it back. You're going to turn everything to the left and reach that left arm over the head. Now take it back to center, so you're going to pivot back to the center, pull the right leg up, bring it in. You're going to take hold of that foot and drop the knee to the ground. Now, if that's not happening today, just go into tree pose. But if you can, just take half lotus, reach for the elbow, then you're going to pull that knee up. We'll turn to the right. You're going to cartwheel, bring your hands together, then take your left leg back, rise on the inhale, let your hands go to the ground, and pull that right leg straight. So reverse the lunge, kind of rock forward and back. Next time, hold it back, and then walk your hands back. Pull your belly in. Then you're going to exhale forward. Good. Take that left leg up. Drop it, pull back, and float between your hands. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. Rise up on the inhale. Turn to the left. Pull your left knee up. Ankle over the knee. Sink down. Then you'll pull back up on the inhale, back to balance. Lunge that left leg back. Hands to the ground to start with. Pivot to the right. Open out to the right. Energize through all the limbs. Good. Now you're going to cartwheel back around. Hop that left foot forward. Pull to balance. And you can either go to tree pose, or you can take that half lotus. Let that left arm reach and grab for the elbow. Make sure you're breathing. Then pull that knee up, drop your foot, cartwheel to the left, hands stack. Then take your right leg back. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Rise on the inhale. Exhale your hands down and reverse that lunge. Hold it back. Then walk your hands back. Good, and then walk it forward. You're going to lift that right leg. Bring it back down and take your right knee to your wrist. Anchor into that left leg. Reach to the right, lower down, and stack those hands up. We'll go to the other side. So you're going to take it up, rotate, and stack. Good. Now take it back to center. We're going to place the arms to parallel, then switch those legs out. You'll take the right leg back, and then the left knee comes in. Anchor that right leg. Stack the hands, turn to the left. And then we'll go to the right. Good. Now take it back to center. Go back into the plank. And then make a right turn here, anchoring into the left, and you're going to take that right arm up and back, and then reach it up and back to center. Turning to the left, reach back, up, and center. One more time towards the right. Bring it up with the arms, back to center, left arm reaches, and back, pause. You're going to drop the knees, anahata, slide it back, arms up, bring your hands to your heart. Now you'll take that left knee up and then just sink here, and then take your arms out, reach it up, arms down, and up, down, up, one more time, down. Now rise up, you'll go to the other side, right knee up, sink it down, just wave the arms. One more time, and up. Pause here. You're going to take your hands to your sacrum first. Just lift the chest up. And then, if you'd like, go to Ustrasana. So you'll take your heels and then just really lift that chest up. Then rise up. Ground the energy, putting your thumbs at the ridge of your nose. And then you'll take your fingertips towards your knees. Try to get your elbows just in those, just right underneath the ribs. And then dive down. Pause here. So what you'll do here is curl the toes, lift the hips, lower the knees, lift the chest, lower, pull up, drop, lift, lower, hips lift, lower down, lift up, and down one more time. Up. Now, you're going to pause here. You'll take the right leg out, pull it in. The left leg out, pull it in. Right leg out, pull it in. Left leg out, pull it in. You're going to reach up on the inhale, cross your right arm over your left arm. Now when you come up, you'll interlace those fingers behind you. Pull back as you exhale. Let the arms drape. And then you'll reach back, rise up, left arm over right, bow down, rise up, interlace those arms behind you, pull back, dive over, pull back, rise up on the inhale, forearms to parallel, pull those hips back and up, and then once you're here, you'll take the right leg up and lower, lift and lower, lift, lower. Next time, switch it. Right leg down, left leg up, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift, lower. One more time up and down. Now find down dog. Either pushing the hands down and forward and lifting up, or dropping the knees, elbows up, and down dog. Good. Now float forward, either walking or jumping. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale. Rise on the inhale. Turn to the right. Pull the left knee up. Ankle over the knee. Sink down. Balance. You're going to pull the knee up. Lunge back. Turn. So you're pivoting. Turning those feet to the left. Opening out to the left. Good, and then go back to center. Pull back up. Either tree or half Padmasana. Reach around and grab that elbow. Lift the chest. Good, now pull that right knee back up. We'll turn to the right. Stack the hands. Left leg back. Rise on your inhale. Reverse that lunge. Bring it back and forward. Back and forward. Back and forward. One more time, back. Good. Walk those hands back. Now if you feel like it, you're going to have a seat on that heel. If it bothers your knee, don't worry about it, but just kind of move towards it. You want to use your belly, so your belly is very important. If you can, you'll lift that leg up. Get tall. You can work to bring your hands together. Come forward. Once you come forward, you'll lift and open. Grab that left ankle, or just Ardha Chandrasana. We're all wobbly sometimes. This is a process and a practice. So then extend and then come back. You'll pull that right leg back and then float. Lift up and fold. Rise on your inhale. Turn left as you exhale. Good. Pull that left knee up. Ankle over knee. Good. And then pull that knee up. Lunge back. Turn towards the right. So you got to pivot. This is nice to let that outer hip crease open back up. Cartwheeling down. You'll lift, pull up, either tree or take the foot. Reach around and grab the other elbow. Bring that knee back up. You'll turn to the left and take your right leg back. Rise on the inhale. Hands down as you exhale. And then pull back, forward and back. Nice hamstring opening, but you're also strengthening the quadriceps. Sinking back and forth. Back one more time. Next time when you come back, you'll pause and walk your hands back and have a seat on that heel. Once you're here, you can walk your hands back and lift the chest up. You're going to lift. Play with your hands. Sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm not. That's the way it is. So you'll come forward, walk it forward into Ardha Chandrasana. So you'll lift, open. If you want to grab that ankle, grab the ankle. Release and cartwheel. Pull back, right knee. and sink. Just drop your elbows. You're going to bend that left knee, reach back, reach back. Release, release. Lift up, take your right leg back, take your left in. You're going to bend that knee, lift up, reach for the ankle, and reach for the ankle. I have a nervous dog over there. She's nervous because we've had storms and she gets scared. Now come back down. Lift up. You're going to drop to those knees. Pull back into Anahata. Hold here for a second. You'll rise on the inhale. Bring your hands to your heart. We'll do that twist and turn. Sinking down and holding here. Make sure that the belly's in, that you're lifted. You're really relaxed and you're lifted. Your liftedness. Now rise up on the inhale. Let's go to the other side. Exhale. Just opening. Sinking, strengthening. Now rise back up. Pause when you get to center. Take your hands to your sacrum. You can play with the back bend here. Either Ustrasana, which is grabbing the ankles and just letting the head fall back. You could let your hands be on your sacrum only, lifting this way. Or you can slide down those legs. And just kind of dangle. Or go into full Kapotasana. Your choice, but just be comfortable with whatever you do. So whatever you feel. Now, neutralize. You'll take your hands, like we've been doing. You fall into the elbows, and you're going to dive forward. So you dive forward. At the same time you dive forward, your knees lift up, and then just kind of come forward. Your knees lift up. Shoot the legs back. So kind of play with that. It's a fulcrum. Your heart moves forward. Just play. You can be anywhere that we've been before. Just preparing the wrists. Working with the core. This also activates your core, but also your legs. And it prepares your hands. This builds strength and core. So be where you are with it. Diving forward. Rise up when you're ready. Cross the right arm. Lift up and interlace those fingers. Pull back. Dive. Rise up. Left over right. Rise. Interlace those fingers. Bow down. Dive. Come back up. And if you want to play with Myurasana or pinch a Myurasana for our balance, pull back. Lift the right leg and lower. Just lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. Join the legs if you feel it. You want to do both sides. Make sure you do that. The forearms are parallel. The legs are super powered. And when you're ready, just come down and rest for a second. Just in a child's pose. Slide back. What you'll do is curl the toes, pull the knees apart, and have a seat. You'll take your feet into a diamond shape. All crumpled up again. Lift up and bow forward. Pretty open in the hips for the most part. You'll come up on the inhale. You're going to pull that right foot into the left hip crease. You're going to pull up. From here, the toes are facing forward. You're in half lotus. You'll lift up and balance on that foot. Now, if this isn't happening, do not force it, okay? So you can just work here, work in the half lotus. Be where you are with any of this. As always, I don't want anyone to do more than their knee will ask of them. So lift up, if it's available. You're sitting on the heels. You're really drawing into your core. Pull the belly in. And then come back down. Take that leg out and fold over. You're going to exhale. Take your right leg to meet your left leg. Exhale. Bring it back up. Pull your knees in and then out. Slide the feet forward. You'll exhale over those legs again into the arches. I like to aim for the arches. You're far enough forward so that you can have a nice lengthening in your belly, in your sides, but your face can go into the arches. Good, now you'll rise back up. Pull this left heel into the right hip crease. You're going to pull, move forward so that the heel, you're sitting on the heel. Activate your belly. Good. Then have a seat. Take your leg out. Exhale forward. Good. Lift up. Take that left leg to meet the right leg. Fold it over. Good. Rise up. Come to your back. Let your arms fall to the sides. and completely relax. Take a deep breath in. And roll to your right. Bring yourself into a seated position. And come all the way into seated. Then bring your hands to your heart and give thanks for being alive and experiencing this body and expressing who you are. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Have a beautiful day. Give me a comment, say hello, tell me who you are. All right. Namaste, bye.